Guest to my far left, Nick Ciccio, welcome back.
Thank you.
And we're here with our celebrity guest, DJ Jason Myers.
That's me.
A little bit of background about DJ Myers is he's done pre and post parties for Taylor Swift and Jay-Z. He's been at the iHeart Radio Festival, traveled across the country, including Vegas, New York, to DJ.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very
Thanks for
much.
coming.
I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. So let's kick it off. How'd you get into DJing?
All right. Well, basically, I started working for a top radio station in Boston,
Okay.
and realized that all the DJs there were starting to get a lot of girls, and
That's right.
everyone only cared about the DJ.
Yeah.
I mean, like DJ Pup Dog, little Pakistani guy. You see his girlfriend smoke,
Yeah.
which meant, you know what? Let's just try getting.
And you think that's where it stems from? Is this you playing music?
Yeah. Everyone wants to make love with the DJ. How many songs talk about that?
That's true. And honestly, I did not expect that answer. So I thank you for your honesty. I thought you were going to say you just like music, but
No, everyone wants a DJ.
now you mentioned that you work at radio stations, or you worked at a radio station. You currently work at a radio station. So what determines the music that you play when you do DJ? Is it because you work at a radio station that you're playing their kind of music, or is it what you like? What determines your music?
So honestly, it's really all about the crowd.
Yeah.
Like tonight, there's a Katy Perry show going on at the Garden, so I'm gonna play a lot of pop, a lot of stuff like that.
Okay.
If a night like Drake was there, Lil Wayne doing more hip hop, Avicii more EDM stuff.
Yep.
It really depends on the crowd.
Depends on the crowd as more as to what's going on right now. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, like sometimes, like if you have like an older crowd, a lot of throwbacks.
Yep.
Younger crowd, do some top 40 stuff.
Yep.
Bunch of girls dancing. I mean, that's always the ultimate goal. Just to have a bunch of girls.
Everybody
'Cause
dancing.
you got a bunch of girls, you're gonna get a bunch of guys, you're gonna make a lot of money.
of course, yeah. And
So
if
that-
you're DJing a wedding, so to say, you don't want to
Right.
throw on
Yeah.
Miley Cyrus or anything like that.
Yeah, we hold away from the twerk music
Yeah.
for your weddings. Not really the best look for us.
No, it's definitely not. So, so I want to dive right into country music and its effect on the Northeast, because you look everywhere now. Country music is literally everywhere now.
It's huge.
Taking over.
It's huge, and bars are having country nights now.
Yeah.
A bar just went on Lansdowne Street. They just put a bar down, country bar down
Yeah.
there. It's literally taking over the Northeast. So is it something that you try to instill into your sets more, or is it something that you kind of shy away from and you just
Yeah, so basically, I look at country music, it's a summer music.
Mhm.
okay?
You know what, from you're talking about end of April till mid-September, that's when everything's about country. That's when they do their shows. That's when you're out in the barbecue, drinking beers,
Exactly,
like
yeah.
hanging out. That kind of music, fun music, nothing too crazy. But once it starts getting cold, the country music starts to go away, and they're back to like the dance, the rap, that
Yep.
kind of
Mhm.
stuff.
Yep. So you think once the cold weather hits, football season comes around, it's just country's dead, and
Oh.
we'll see you next summer.
Yeah, like right now I work for Country 102.5, plug right there.
There you go.
And so like right now, usually Kiss 108 is the top rated men, women, children, everybody
Yep.
top. But once you hit like the summer books come out, country's up top, country's number one. Kiss is also a close second, but it's always country first. But hit the fall book, country's back down to like 3 or 4, and they're still up there, but it's not as popular as it is in
and
the summer.
you think it's solely on the weather? I think
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when the concerts come out. I mean, Brad Paisley, Luke Bryan,
Yep.
they're selling out Gillette. We have a Wiz Khalifa show tomorrow at Xfinity, and that barely sold anything. They're selling tickets on Groupon for like $8.
No kidding, right?
Wow.
So I mean, that shows you the type of music, type of people that are going
Yep.
to that, spend that kind of money.
Well, even Country Fest
Yeah.
is
Huge.
gigantic. Yeah, that used to sell out that day. And,
Instantly, yeah.
and
That's 70,000 people. Because they like it's a party. You're tailgating.
it's exactly.
It's
Yeah.
I
two
mean-
nights too. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of people.
I mean,
And
I didn't really like country music before I started working. Now I love it. Country 102.5. And I used to go to the country shows just to get wasted. Can I say that? Wasted?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get wasted in the parking lot before.
Yeah.
And then make it halfway through the show and then leave because I really didn't care about the music.
Tailgate's the
I
best
cared
part.
about
Exactly. Yeah, that's it.
the short shorts, the boots, and the cowboy hats.
Yeah, and
That's on girls too.
No,
Just like,
I was gonna say I don't see you wearing the
that-
tied up.
that's
tank
not
top
that's
there.
not me. No, Daisy Duke's living at
No,
home.
but it's true though, because I was thinking this before the show. Girls have outfits specifically for
Mhm.
the country concerts.
Right.
You know, I'm sure your wife has those boots where
Yeah.
she has cowboy boots. But you're like, you live up north in the Worcester area. What am I
Exactly.
doing with cowboy boots on? But it's for that situation
occasion.
where you're gonna go out to that one country fence. You
Yeah.
put on your tied up shirt there
Oh,
and
yeah.
let the midriff show a little
Little
bit. and-
flannel.
Absolutely.
No, exactly, and but it's everywhere. It is literally everywhere now, and bars are adapting country nights.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was 90s night, and
Think
now
about
it's
Toby Keith's, how crazy that spot when
Yeah.
it first opened. Everyone was going there.
everyone.
They
Packed.
still are too.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a bar right there. Even in the winter, that place is packed.
Yep.
Yep.
So that shows you like people if they're playing country music, the people that really love it are gonna find it.
Yeah,
go,
they're gonna
yeah.
find it no matter what. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. So coming off of that, is country music taking over hip hop? Is it just a summer, like you said? Is it a summer thing, or is it? Because you mentioned Wiz Khalifa. Is
Right.
it taking over hip hop, or is it just a summer thing?
Well, so I mean, for shows, it's taken over because everyone generally tours in the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when everyone's touring in the summer when it's nice out, hitting stadiums, hitting outdoor arenas, that kind of stuff. And so country takes over that in that aspect. I mean, oh, we're on TV up there? Oh, wow. I didn't even know that. Sorry. All right, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, so, but like what I'm saying before, like Wiz Khalifa is not selling anything. Like $8 on StubHub,
Yeah.
$8 on Groupon. They're doing Groupon tickets for Wiz Khalifa. Meanwhile, you can't even get anything close for Brad Paisley,
Yeah,
Luke
no.
Bryan on
Luke Bryan's
Friday.
going like 200
$200 bucks to
Yeah.
sit nosebleed in Gillette.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And you can sit front row for like $100.
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. Even I was talking before the show about One Direction tickets. Those are going for like $20-$30 too, just because they've added so many shows.
Yeah,
but
I mean, One Direction is doing 3 shows at
Yeah.
Gillette. So that's basically, you're looking at 60, 100, 180,000 people will
Wow.
be seeing One
Pretty
Direction.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but country tickets are still a little bit more because they're only doing that big one show like the
One
Country
show,
Fest.
yeah.
Right.
Now they got rid of Country Fest. Is that because of the all the
No.
mishaps, or is it?
Because Kenny Chesney didn't feel like touring this year.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Took the year off.
So he took the year off, so they stopped it.
How do you just take a year off when you're doing that kind of show?
Well, when you have that kind of money, you can kind of
That's
do
true.
whatever
Yeah,
you want,
yeah.
you know?
You make the rules, right?
You make
it's
the
not,
rules.
Not like he takes a year off. Oh well,
Yeah.
it's a couple million. I'm pretty sure I'll make it back.
Yeah, I'll make it back easily.
Tenfold next year.
So we're talking about hip hop in the Boston area, Massachusetts area, kind of dying down. Let's hit the EDM scene, which we lost.
Talk about dying.
It, it's.
I mean, that was a pun. Get it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. But I mean, 101.7 shut down.
Right.
Ocean Club shut down.
Right.
Where's is it dying? Is it dead? What's
Well, the reason why 101.7 shut down is because you have that kind of. First of all, it's a small signal.
Yeah.
And you're playing that kind of music. It's just to a niche audience. And if your audience is getting hurt at shows, advertisers aren't going to want to be part of that. They
course.
don't want to be associated with, like McDonald's. They do a huge buy because 101.7 was connected with KISS.
Yep.
So they do a huge advertising buy for all those stations. And they said they didn't want anything to do with EDM because people are getting hurt, people are getting sick.
really?
They want nothing part of that.
Yeah.
So like big corporations like that. I mean, granted, like nightclubs, like energy drinks, that's their wheelhouse.
Of
but
course. Yep.
the big money makers like Walgreens spends the most on radio. And Walgreens didn't want to touch anything to do like EDM.
Walgreens spends the
Wow.
most on radio.
Yeah, they spend a ton
And they didn't want anything to do with it because of the.
because kids are dying.
Yep.
Kids are getting hurt. Like
And that's.
Avicii,
Bad for business.
75 people get taken out in an ambulance.
Well, see, that's the thing. Our friend who runs the Twitter account only in Boston, he tweeted, 5 arrests, 36 to the hospital, media goes nuts for Avicii, but 50 arrests, 22 hospital, and the media silent at the Keith Urban concert.
No, they got
They
pretty
were-
loud.
No, I mean, when the Avicii thing happened, that place went,
Yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
city went nuts. But I mean, the Keith Urban, it was kind of, some things did happen that did get media attention.
But it
But
was also older people that got hurt. Keith Urban.
yeah,
It was all like the Cougars having a couple too many Bud Lattes on the lawn,
but
and next thing you know, they're getting wasted and
Well-
hung over to their kids the next morning.
oh,
That's-
exactly. Well, the point. Sorry, were you gonna?
Nope.
So the point I'm trying to make is no one attacked country music as opposed to people who are going to the hospital because of country music. People weren't attacking Avicii, they were attacking EDM music, and this is the reason why EDM. So it's I don't know, it's a happy medium where
It's because EDM is drug-related
yeah,
injuries.
and that's
And,
the next.
I mean, drugs are legal.
Yep.
And then alcohol isn't illegal, so those people are just drinking too much of a legal product as opposed to doing a little bit of drugs that, is illegal.
Yeah, and that's actually the next point I had on the script here was, is it because you think EDM, you think drugs, and you had told us before the show about people would just
Oh, I could have been a drug kingpin last year
yeah
at Ocean Club. I mean, everyone was offering me drugs.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, I could have made a good amount of money. I could have been getting paid more there than I'm getting paid tonight. That's for sure. But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
we're paying you pretty big too, so
it's a pretty big night for me. Not gonna lie.
yeah. No, but it's crazy how it does come with the culture, but it's too bad because the people, I enjoy listening to EDM when I was cruising in my car, or just the music kind of does mellow you out when you work out to it as well. So it just kind of stinks that, I know a lot of DJs too in the area. They were big on 101.7. It hurt them to see that go as well, because that was kind of their way in, and the door was slammed shut on them. So I just, you hate to see it go, but it happened, and hopefully it will come back. But
it'll come back.
yeah,
And they're not going to do as many shows. Like the Garden will never do an EDM show again.
yeah,
Because
of that, yeah.
But you're still going to get like nightclubs. That's where that's their wheelhouse.
Do you think you will ever see another EDM station, or you think they're kind of? I know on iHeartRadio.
Yeah, you can still get an iHeart.
Yeah.
We don't talk about iHeart anymore. But yeah, no, I mean look at that station. You're gonna get people. The people that listen to 101.7 are the people that will go online and look for Evolution.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
iHeart.
Yeah.
So that really, if you look at it, I bet you their audience didn't really drop that much. And it was a small audience to begin with.
Yeah.
And it was an experiment. It was groundbreaking. First EDM station on terrestrial radio in the country.
Wow.
And it just didn't pan out that well.
Well, it's funny because you say people will go get it. My brother, older brother, he listens to EDM all the time, and he went and found the iHeart radio station to go get it, because he was, I'm not missing out on this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gone. I'm going to get it. So,
Yeah.
No, that's good though. So let's get back a little bit more to you DJing.
Sure.
So it's funny. I was talking to a couple friends before the show. People who don't know about DJing just think you sit up there and push a button and dance and twist a couple knobs. What actually goes into DJing? I know, we got the DJ set over there. Is it?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
I stand up there, hit a couple buttons, and go like this. No, I mean, honestly, it's all about, really, like, anyone can really DJ.
Yeah.
It's all about you're feeling the crowd. Like, if you know what they want to hear, then you're good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very easy to learn DJ. Like, I could probably teach you how to DJ in, like, an hour.
Yeah.
You could probably DJ in, like, an hour. But you just have to know the kind of music that people want to hear and be current with that kind of stuff. And then throw in some cool stuff once in a while.
Of course, yeah.
But that, I mean, anyone can really DJ. Just mixing it together, knowing the basic things. Use the biggest thing. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Like I said, they see you twisting knobs up there. Is that just to equal out the sound? Is that...
I mean, sometimes...
Take people through the DJ experience here with DJ Jason Myers. You get up there. You let something roll, right?
Yeah, you put a mix on until it gets like 11 o'clock, starts getting a little busy.
Yeah.
And then you have a couple drinks.
Sure.
Because
loosen up.
Yeah, you gotta loosen up, and drinks are free for DJs. And then you do that. Then once it starts getting busy, you start looking at the crowd, being like, all right, you know what? We got this kind of crowd. We have a bunch, like a bachelor party. All right, throw on the Katy Perry. Throw on the Rihanna.
Yep.
Oh, Beyonce. Don't even get me started on Beyonce, most overrated person going. But that's neither here nor there.
I gotta hear this.
No, I mean, geez, everyone's obsessed with Beyonce. Like, oh, Beyonce's my world. Beyonce's my life.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Beyonce. Really? You're just doing it because everyone else does it. No, she's not Queen Bee. Like, oh, she's cool. She's got some good stuff, but she's just like a Rihanna, just not slutty. That's really all it is. Everyone just talks about Beyonce as like their world, and they want to live like Beyonce.
No, I hear you.
Well, everyone wants to live Beyonce. She's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, she's beautiful too.
Yeah, you know what? I want to be Beyonce. I mean, I'd rather be blue, but
yeah,
that's neither here nor there as well. But back to the original question, which is how do I DJ?
Yeah.
That's like I just see what the crowd's like. Play some music, you mix in some couple stuff. Like I go online, like leading up the whole week, I'm online, getting some mixes, I'm mixing, producing some stuff of my own. Thinking like I'll be listening to the radio, and I'll hear like a song come on, and then right after that I'll hear like another song that has nothing to do with it, but they kind of like same kind of tempo. I'm like, oh wow, that could be a good mashup. Let's try that when I get home. Like let's test that out on like a Thursday night if it's kind of like dead.
Yep.
Play for my roommates, that kind of stuff.
Yep. So what advice would you give to somebody who is trying to DJ for the first time?
Honestly, for somewhere like if you're trying to DJ like in the city nightclubs, it's all about like your connections. You need to know people. Like there's
That's
some,
with everything. That's what the bar business. That's
Oh,
you
my
know
God, yeah.
working at a
Anywhere.
accountant job anywhere.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like I guarantee you, there's probably thousands of DJs that are much better than me. They're just DJing in their bedrooms.
Yeah.
But they didn't know the right person to talk to,
Yeah.
and they didn't get a chance
Of
to
course.
DJ in front of people.
Yep.
And then that's really like the biggest thing. Just keep hustling, work for free. Say, like find a DJ and be like, I'll open up for you.
Mhm.
Like that 1 hour instead of putting it on a mix. Say you'll DJ for them. This kid for a night then.
exactly. So it's like doing an internship.
Yeah, it's basically
Pretty much. It's a DJing internship.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it all right? So why is every DJ equipment a Mac? And I'm a tech guy. I just kind of want to ask this question to
It's
so you can
It's just simple.
yeah.
And it's just they build Macs for music. I mean, the PC works all right, but it's just like it's a little slower.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mac is just the way it is. I mean, the Mac it's quick, it's simple, it does what you want it to do. If you're like, you know what? Say you see a picture online and you're like, let me get this picture. You click on it and you drag it. You don't right-click, save as,
Yeah.
then open it up. You just click it and drag it.
Our producer's giving us the he's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
It's just so easy. You're like, how would I do that? Click and drag. Not, let me pull up a freaking
Yeah.
PC book. And next thing you know, half hour later, you got your picture.
No, of course, and I know how simplistic Macs are, and that's why the iPhones are booming as well, because it's so simple. It's dumbed down, as I like to say,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
I
they're-
just
they're expensive.
of
But
course, yeah,
worth
you're
it.
gonna pay an arm. Wondered walking to the clubs is, I knew the tech answer for it, but I always wanted to ask an actual DJ why you get a Mac and you usually got a sticker that says DJ Myers or
No, I just got the Apple.
DJ. Shut it down. DJ SID. Is that you?
That's it.
So, all right. So being a DJ, I've seen you in action a couple times.
Yeah.
Do you
Killing
take
it.
Do you take requests? Do you not take requests?
So here's my whole plan on requests.
Yeah.
If she's a smoke show, absolutely request. If she's decent but comes back again,
Yeah.
it's all about if you're gonna try hard.
Persistent.
If you're persistent, if you ask for a request and I say, oh no, I'm good, or I'm like, I always say yes, just get them to walk away. And then if they come back a second time, like, oh, you gonna play it? I'll play it usually.
Yeah.
If the bar's kind of dead at the beginning of the night and we're trying to get people there, I'll play whatever they want to hear.
Yeah.
Also, they got some money they want to throw at me.
You've had that before, yeah? People throw money.
Money, body parts. I got the works. One time I was DJing. It was probably like, I don't know, maybe it was October. And this girl came up to me and was like, hey, can you play Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas? And I'm like, we're in October. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. She's like, what if I come back with like $50? I'm like, sure, you come back with $50. I'll play it.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, she comes back with $50. And I'm like, all right,
Mariah Carey's on.
Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. And I'm like, for 10 more, I'll put it on repeat all night.
Lady paid $50 for you to play Mariah
One
Carey,
song.
All I Want for Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah,
And that was it.
yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, you know what, sure. I'll play it.
Yeah, I'll play it twice if I get it.
And
yeah.
if the manager gets mad, like, here's $20.
Yeah. Still made $30 off one song. No, absolutely. And all right, so obviously we just talked about the good part. We'll get back to the good part. But what's the worst part about DJing? Something you go in. I mean, it could be a number of things. I know, worked in the bar industry. It's the drunk people. It's like you said, girls being play it, or is it?
Honestly, the worst thing about DJing is when the bar's dead.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why I complain about it, because if anything, it should be the bartenders that are mad.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm gonna get paid the same
So
amount
you're
whether
getting
it's
paid no
packed
matter
or
what. Yeah.
But if it's dead, it's like if you get like 4 people there, you're like, oh, you know, like I really like I don't want to be like this Saturday night. This place should be packed. Like I want it packed. Like I feed off their energy.
Of course.
Like if that crowd's going nuts, then I'm going nuts with them because I'm just having as much fun as they are.
Yep.
Probably even more fun than they are. So I'm getting paid to do it.
Yep.
What So what's the best part? I mean, you just
I mean,
You just
getting
you-
paid to party.
yeah,
You know,
That's true.
like getting paid to have fun.
because you have a day job.
I do have a day
You're,
job.
you're a normal guy.
Country 102.5 and all the other radio stations with Greater Media. But you
Good.
know,
Plug 'em in. Plug 'em in.
hey, I do what I can. You know, it's a big time radio show. I want to make sure everyone hears.
That's true. That's true. So,
But yeah, so I mean, it's basically like I enjoy doing it. If I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't be DJing every Friday, Saturday. You know, I'd rather be going out. But if I'm at a bar sometimes, I'm like, wow, you know what? I think I'd have more fun DJing right now than actually
well,
just
that's
like
the
hanging
thing.
out drinking.
If you're going out drinking, you might as well sit behind a turntable and
Yeah.
throw some beats on and
Exactly.
then do it, and then have people come up to you and
Be like, oh my God, you're so good.
yeah.
I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you. Be like,
This
oh,
guy.
Mom, it's kind of late. Get out of here.
So we were talking a little bit about the show, about your celebrity run-ins, because you used to work for Kiss 108.
Kiss
So
108.
you did a lot of street team things to them. Is that
Well, no.
what would you call that?
I would do like I'd run like the concerts and stuff.
Yep.
So we did a lot of different concerts. So I used to have a lot of celebrity run-ins. Like I was telling you before, Justin Bieber and I, we had ourselves an issue. He, I mean, everyone hates him now, but I hated him before it was cool to hate him. We're doing this. We did a Jingle Ball a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And we were like, you know what? Like, obviously Justin Bieber's huge, enormous. Like,
Yeah. And how many years ago was this, roughly?
I don't know, 2 years ago?
2 years?
No, so not this winter, but the winter before.
Okay.
He was the big headliner.
Yeah.
And so, like, what I would do at shows, I would run the meet and greet room. So basically people that either won contests or, like, for friends, like, or clients, like, I handled them. So I'd bring the artist in, I'd hype the crowd up, be like, all right, we're going to meet him. I'd send him through, do all that kind of
Yep.
stuff. Doing a big charity auction. This guy paid $40 grand to have his 3 nieces meet Justin Bieber.
40 grand.
So
Shake a hand.
it was all to charity.
Yeah.
So they got like front row
Okay.
tickets. I gave them like a backstage tour. Like they got the works.
Yeah.
For 40 grand, you better get the,
Oh,
you better get the
exactly.
works.
Yeah, that's.
So for Justin Bieber's meet and greet, we had a 100-person meet and greet, and he was doing 10 people at a time. So it was Justin in the middle, 5
Jesus.
crying girls on the left, 5 crying girls on the right. And so I'm like, shoot. Can I swear on this? No.
No, shoot's fine.
All
Yeah.
right,
yeah,
shoot. I almost dropped it.
Oh yeah,
No,
yeah.
But no,
no,
it's cool.
shoot's good.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, so basically we had the 5 girls left, 5 girls right, and Bieber in the middle. So the guy who
Wait, what was he doing? Like, was he just saying, "Hi, girls"?
No, oh no.
Hi,
he,
girls.
No,
you know?
he stood there with his sunglasses on, a baseball hat, just standing there looking like
And girls were just crying to be in his presence, pretty much.
bawling.
Yeah.
Like if you weren't puke crying, you were the only one. Everyone was puke crying. So we got that. So the guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, Jay, like, what's the deal? Like, I paid this kind of money, like all this stuff." And I'm like, "You're right. Let me take care of it." So I go talk to my boss. And I'm like, "Hey, like, what are we gonna do?" Like, I mean, this guy. He's like, "You're right. We're gonna have his 3 nieces go at the end. Everyone leaves, and we'll do the individual pictures."
It makes
girls
sense.
and
Yeah,
him.
of course.
So I'm like, perfect. That's perfect. We'll do that. I tell the guy. He's like, cool, perfect. So everyone goes through, and everyone leaves, and it's the girl, and goes up to Bieber, take a picture. Basically, Bieber's face looked like I hit his dog. Like I ran over his dog, and that was it.
Yeah.
So she left. Second girl was there. Now it looks like I ran over his mother. Like you would think I was literally saying the worst possible things to him. Like
Yeah.
I was punching him in the face. That girl leaves. Final girl leaves. Door closes. He starts losing his mind, screaming at his manager who was standing right next to me, being like, "How are you gonna let this kid tell you what to do? You know what? Like, you better tell me. You're gonna tell me what we're supposed to do. You don't just throw this at me. Like, I thought it was gonna be these people. You threw this in there, like, going nuts. How are you gonna let him tell you what to do? Like,
Were you standing there? Were
I'm
you
right next to him.
Oh, you're right.
he was pointing at me, like,
Yeah, yeah.
screaming, and the guy's just like, "Justin, let's go. It's like, no, this is like freaking going nuts. Don't you ever do this to me again. Like, going nuts. Meanwhile, I'm like laughing inside because my boss told me to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I knew I had no. I
Yeah,
didn't do
so
anything
you're-
wrong.
it wasn't
I was
your-
in the clear,
yeah.
so he left. That next day, we flew down to New York to do a Jingle Ball there.
Yeah.
Same thing basically happens. We're doing the Justin Bieber meet and greet, and this girl, he's up on a stage. Everyone like climbing up the stage to go meet him. This girl on a wheelchair, Make-A-Wish. That reminds me, I hate Maroon 5 as well. But-
we'll get to that because I want to. These
Yeah, I
stories are
wanna hear
interesting.
this,
I
I
want
wanna
to
hear
hear
But
this.
so
Yeah,
we got Justin Bieber up top. People are going. Everyone knows that this girl's gonna be the last one. She's in a wheelchair.
Of course, yeah.
She's
you
gonna come
gotta-
down.
Yeah.
What Justin does, last person, he goes up. All right, thanks everybody, and just walks away.
No.
She didn't even see him, huh?
So I'm like, oh, all right.
I
So
would've-
I mean, it worked out
yeah.
well for her because she got to meet Taylor Swift that day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and Taylor's really nice. So
Oh, okay, good. That's
Yeah.
good. See,
So-
we wouldn't
so-
know that because a lot of
yeah.
people talk bad about Taylor Swift.
oh,
so-
you want to hear a funny Taylor Swift story?
Yeah, we were gonna get to that, but let's cut to it.
All
Why
right,
not?
so Taylor Swift. So we were iHeartRadio. We were doing a meet and greet there in Vegas, and Taylor Swift was our person.
And this was sorry, just cut you in. This was the pre. You mentioned earlier you were pre and post parties for Taylor Swift. And,
No, that was when Taylor Swift was at Gillette.
oh, that was it. Okay.
That was at Toby Keith's
yeah,
bar.
yeah. Okay.
But
so
this was a couple years before that.
Yeah.
At iHeartRadio doing the meet and greet, and so for Taylor Swift has the most stalkers in like the world. Like
is
if
that
you-
a stat?
there must be because if you do a Taylor Swift meet and greet, you have to get your like people 2 weeks in advance.
Get screened?
Send them to
Jeez.
her people. They do background checks,
Wow.
and that's it. So I don't really know how
Corey form and everything. Yeah.
Fingerprint.
it's unreal. So I don't really know how this happened, but this guy did this auction, another charity thing, paid ridiculous amounts of money
Yep.
to win the Taylor Swift meet and greet. And he was like a 55-year-old man by himself. And like I don't know how he slipped by everybody.
Yep.
So we go in there, we bring him up, and you just feel in the room like, uh-oh, what is this guy about? So they take a picture, he leaves, and he was like the last one because he was like the charity winner. And security guy, like the Taylor Swift security guy, who's like enormous.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And Taylor Swift's manager comes and grabs my boss and me, and he goes, "Where is that guy going? Like, we need to find this guy. He's like number 3 on her top 100 like stalker list."
What? Got a
So
list?
so we're like, "Wow, we gotta get this guy out of here." He's leaving.
Yeah.
So we grab the guy who runs the MGM Grand in Vegas security. Probably the scariest human I've ever met in my
on
life.
the MGM.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
not very big,
Yeah.
but he has a look about you like if you said one wrong thing to
I'll
him,
rip your head off. Yeah.
and your whole family's head off, and and you're in your world. So they grab him. We go and find the guy. He escorts them into a broom closet, puts a chair down, and goes, "Here you go, sir. This is your new seat for the night." And the guy's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "We reserve the right to change anyone's seat at any time. This is your new seat for the
Oh,
night.
gee.
You can either watch the show from here in literally a janitor's closet.
It had no
Or-
door, no windows, nothing, right?
Nothing.
Literally, there was brooms."
Yeah.
And they grab the chair and just put it in there and goes, "You can watch it in here, or you can leave. Take your pick." And he's like, "All right, fine, I'll leave." And he goes, "All right, great. I'll make sure you get out nice and safe," and just escort him out. And that was it.
Wow.
It's hilarious.
So he's obviously been caught before. if
Oh
they
yeah,
do it.
yeah, they knew about it. Like they knew it. Like, oh wow, get this guy out. Like he used a fake name.
Yeah.
Like there was a huge thing. It was kind of hilarious.
So when you work in these shows, I mean, it sounds like you were like right in on all the celebrities, like
Oh yeah.
in their pocket, pretty much. That's
Yeah, I mean, like for the most part, like the biggest celebrities, I didn't really talk to them as much because they got a million guys to do it.
Yeah.
But like for like the middle class celebrities, yeah, like we talk all the time. Like it's pretty cool. It was a good
Who's the
time.
coolest celebrity you met?
Coolest celebrity I met, Pitbull was really cool.
yeah,
Pitbull was like a real nice dude. I mean, he was probably like 110 pounds soaking wet,
yeah. He's a little guy, right? Yeah.
5 feet nothing.
Yeah.
But he was definitely a cool
He's a
dude.
good dude.
J. Cole was cool too. J.
Yeah.
Cole was a real nice dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, now I have to hit this point just because Katy Perry's playing across the street.
Yeah.
You've had a run-in with her,
Nothing. No,
or just know general that she's.
Yeah, she was cool. I mean, she's one good-looking girl.
Oh, of course, yeah. She's,
I mean, like you see her on TV, see her in like the magazines and stuff.
Yep.
And she's a smoke, but when she walks by, you're like, oh, all right.
that's
Yeah,
gets
you-
Katy Perry. Yeah.
You live up to your hype, absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah, because she's playing across the way at the Garden right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tonight and tomorrow
2
night.
shows.
with her Katy Cats.
With the Katy, is that what they
Yeah.
call them? The Katy Cats?
The Katy
Yeah? Like
Cats.
the Beliebers
The
and the Katy
Believers,
Cats.
Katy Cats, the Directioners. Yeah, I know them all. I can rattle them all off.
The
if you want.
Directioners.
They all follow him on Twitter.
Yeah.
So,
Nothing picks up girls like being able to rattle off Believers, Katy Cats, Directioners. You know, like oh man, the
So-
Mahonies. I get them all.
So, as we're starting to wrap up here, what are your future plans going forward? Are you just going to stay a DJ, bars around the city? Do you have an ultimate goal of making it big time? What's DJ Myers' plan?
Oh, so you want my 5-year plan?
Yeah, give me a 5-year plan.
5-year
I was
plan.
unaware we were at a job interview. That's cool. I got
Yeah.
you. So ultimately, I will be a promotion director.
Okay.
Just means I run all the cool promotions.
Yep.
Instead of being the guy that helps my boss, I'll be the boss.
You'd be the boss, yeah.
And then just keep DJing. Eventually I'll get too old to DJ in clubs. That's when you move on to the wedding scene and make buku bucks.
Yeah, you do make it money.
I mean, I've done a couple weddings, and it's like, I mean, you make your money. It's worth it.
Yeah.
But you do a lot of work. You got the people that are being like, oh, we need this song at this time. You got like a stopwatch. You got everything going.
Of
But
course.
that's the plan for
That's-
me.
How about your 20-year plan?
20-year plan.
Just real quick, yeah.
I guess probably the same as my 5-year plan. just keep doing it.
We'll
yeah.
worry about that in
Just
20 years.
Yeah, living the dream.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, we appreciate you coming on and, giving your wisdom. Because a lot of things
Yeah.
I didn't even know about. I'm sure Nick didn't either
Yeah.
about the DJ world and,
Yeah.
what actually happens behind the scenes. So,
A lot.
once again, to my far left is Nick Ciccio. To my immediate left is DJ Jason Myers. You're at The Point on Saturdays.
Most Saturdays, yeah. Sometimes I dabble around though.
You can find him mostly at the Point on Hanover Street in Boston on Saturdays. I'm Chris Haddad, co-founder of Mass Nightly. Download our mobile app on the iPhone and Android. Thank you for being with us, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.